New developments tonight in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. Authorities are now focusing tonight on two central pieces of evidence, including what could be that crucial DNA found in Nancy Guthrie's home. Here's our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky, from Tucson again tonight.
Tonight, 19 days into the search for Nancy Guthrie, investigators are squarely focused on the two key clues they have, including DNA found inside her home. Sources telling ABC News it's a mixture of DNA from a male and a female. They need to separate it, and they're hoping the male DNA could help lead to a potential suspect. They have said the DNA is not from a member of Guthrie's family. They also remain focused on video from the front door and on that backpack, which they know is sold at Walmart. Law enforcement sources tell ABC News Walmart is helping authorities with any receipts for that kind of backpack.
It's, hey, this backpack has been identified at only purchased at Walmart. That'd be a pretty high.
And tonight, investigators are casting a wider net in the search for Nancy Guthrie. There's no definitive lead pointing to Mexico. But tonight, officials in Sonora that borders Arizona say they're in touch with the FBI and ready to help. That's the entrance to Mexico. We're little more than an hour's drive from Nancy Guthrie's home. If she was taken here, it's a quick and easy trip across the border. A group of mothers who search for the missing in Mexico are now helping to spread the word. ABC News was given access to the 911 call center where tips are coming in.
Is this in regards to the Nancy Guthrie case?
They remain hopeful someone will recognize the man who walked up to Nancy Guthrie's front door, turned around, and grabbed brush to put in front of the doorbell camera. That 19 days in, someone will say, I think I know him.
When those tips dry up, this case goes cold. We believe somebody out there knows who did this. We need that person to call us.
It was a combination of tips about that video, analysis of online searches, and other techniques that led investigators to the homes of these two men who were questioned and released. Tonight, those men are trying to clear their names. A lawyer for the man most recently detained, Luke Daly, saying in a statement Mr. Daly has no link whatsoever to Nancy Guthrie and has no information related to her kidnapping. And early on, hours after video from the front door was released, delivery driver Carlos Palazuelos was detained and questioned too, now telling our Phoenix affiliate KNXV.
They just went with supposedly a tip they had, but they could have done things differently. They could have walked to me and asked, like, hey, where were you there? Where were you? But they didn't.
Tonight, so many in this community just want answers and peace for the Guthrie family. The people who live here know the whole country is watching this case. And one longtime resident telling me they want closure for Savannah Guthrie and her siblings. The people here saying it's unimaginable what's happened to this family.
We want the end. That's all. We want to find out what happened to Nancy.
Tonight, David, investigators vowed to keep at it. They say thousands of tips are still pouring in. So far, they've only been able to identify the suspect's backpack. They're still working to identify everything else he was wearing. David?
Aaron Katersky with us from Tucson again tonight. Aaron, thank you.